Your first warned weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolfe.
A lot of sunshine across the area, although mixed in with a few upper-level clouds. This is kind of an in-between two weather systems. Our outgoing weather system brought us the relatively cloudy and cool stretch yesterday, and now we have a cold front starting to form up to our north and to our northwest that will eventually move through as we get into tomorrow. At the surface, this is a similar picture to what we see across the area. Our Mercy Health SkyTrack camera in downtown Rockford up on the Supply Corps building, brought to us by Window World, showing off a lot of that sunshine. Crisp blue skies off in the distance. Although we have a few of those upper level clouds, things have remained much warmer and much sunnier than where they were yesterday. Still very comfortable though with our humidity levels. Our dew points are down in the 50s for many of us. This is actually a very big difference from yesterday, where we still have some of those dew points down to our south into the 60s. Locally, still relatively cool and comfortable, as I mentioned. Many spots seeing those dew points in the 50s and even a couple spots in the upper 40s when we look at DeKalb. 76 the temperature there, as well as in Rochelle, 78 in Rockford and Sterling, 78 in Freeport, 79 the current temperature when we look out toward Savannah. Our weather watcher Terry out in Genoa reporting a dew point of 55 degrees, a temperature of 79, and winds out of the northeast around 11 miles per hour, along with no measured precipitation from today. As we get into the night tonight, we maintain the relatively cool and comfortable temperatures. We do drop back down into the upper 50s though, underneath partly cloudy skies, and we may see some patchy fog overnight, with still holding on to a little bit of that moisture down near the surface. We do have a little bit more sunshine that works its way in, especially for the early half of tomorrow, but we'll call it a partly sunny sky for the later part of the afternoon. We're back up to around 80 degrees. We may see an isolated sprinkle or two as we head toward the afternoon as that cold front comes to pass. Pretty good picture of what things may look like here with Futurecast, as we have mostly clear skies into the night tonight, outside of a little bit of that patchy fog, with that cold front starting to form up to our north and to our northwest, beginning to work a bit closer as we head into the afternoon and evening. It does bring the increasing cloud cover throughout the afternoon that may keep a lid on our temperatures a little bit compared to if we were to see sunny skies all day. But that cold front does also bring an isolated sprinkle or two. Not really a whole lot. Futurecast showing off very well, but we at least see that isolated sprinkle possibly trying to work its way in as we head into the afternoon. Much drier air following in behind that, and that leads to much clearer skies as we head into the nighttime hours as well. Looking at our more long-term pattern going into the weekend, we have an upper-level low-pressure system that will start to settle in over the northern Great Lakes. And that's actually what's helping to bring that cold front our direction. This is a map showing our upper-level wind speeds, where we have some of those darker colors, and the greens showing stronger winds aloft. This will help to filter in a lot of that cooler air, not only in the upper levels, but also in the mid and lower levels as we head into the weekend, keeping us underneath a cool and comfortable pattern as we get into the weekend. Not going to be back up close to average until we get close to next week. Throughout that time, average around 83 degrees. We are going to be back below that. 80 degrees on Thursday, 75 on Friday, 76 on Saturday. Still holding on to the mid and eventually upper 70s for a couple more days before we eventually start to see that warm up on the horizon. We're also not looking at much in the way of rain chances either. Our long-term outlook favoring really not many widespread rain chances, other than a few of those isolated showers tomorrow and then again into early next week. Meanwhile, the more widespread rain likely going to remain to our south and southwest next week. 80 degrees for tomorrow, 75 and 76 as we head closer to the weekend. Rain chances looking few and far between, but we may see a few isolated showers trying to work their way in early next week, along with an eventual warm up toward the middle of the week.
Maybe some hot chocolate at the fair.
That's a little extreme.
Okay,
I think we're still good with the ice cream.
Going too far.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jordan.